PS5 right there. Game of the
I
year.
doubt the same one's gonna be good. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the Gaming City podcast. I'm joined by HBH,
What's up? What's up?
XI, Corn, and that boy Nick. Of
What's
course,
up?
We finally got everybody back, man.
We're
course,
back.
everyone's here. Of
Missed
course,
it.
I'm your host David, and what's up, HBH? What you been up to, man?
Nothing much. Just little family matters going on. But I was supposed to be here last week, just like I said, family matters. But I was supposed to talk about Belle. I saw the film Belle.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yes, and I give it a 10 out of 10. Maybe a little biased here because I love the freaking anime movies, but yeah, solid. Singing, story, animations, and
Was
it's
the
definitely worth a watch.
was there a lot of people that went to watch it?
Surprisingly, yeah, there
Oh,
was.
wow.
It was like
A bunch of
almost-
weebs.
bunch of weebs, to be honest. Like,
Any cosplayers?
no, just people wearing like anime stuff. Like,
Okay.
You should have cosplayed.
no, I just wear my Mob Psycho shirt. I actually heard a few people go Mob Psycho, and I was like, but there were so many people. I'm just like, I don't know who said it, but thank you for the compliment. Yeah, there was a bunch of weebs. But I was like surprised it was full. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it's just like, dang, like it's really getting like popular stuff. So, but yeah, it's an out of 10. It's freaking great. I'd say it's worth a watch. Maybe some things here and there, like little tropes this director has, but
Right.
other than that, top notch.
Overall. All right.
Yeah.
What about you, XI? What you been up to?
Nothing much, man. I recently just watched that recommended movie that that boy HBH said. Encanto.
Oh, what you think of it?
I liked it, but I seemingly see it as overrated. The animation was good, the music was good. It's just that the whole story. That's the thing that gets me. Is the whole story was really like bland. It wasn't something new. It wasn't something new we see. I basically saw that as like imagine if Coco and Moana just had a baby. That's basically the story. Where when they just don't care about the main character.
I haven't seen Moana. I don't know.
You haven't seen Moana either?
No.
I get what you're saying. I
Lord.
get where you're coming from like the comparison of two, like them as a baby. So,
Yeah.
I could kind of see that. I could kind of see your point right there.
But man, like the music, like I know, I honestly just saw on my news that we don't talk about Bruno, which is
We
one of the
talk about
songs in Kanto.
Mhm.
It's the number one song on Disney, like right now,
Yup.
which is I can see
Bruno
why it's really
Mars?
catchy. I know Bruno is basically another character they don't care about in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
Even better than
but-
Frozen. Mm?
Yeah, it's basically the top song right now, which I
Oh,
can
right
see
now?
why, because yeah.
It's not like
But
you-
Frozen.
But you thought the
No.
overall movie was good, right?
Yeah,
That was
but
alright.
it was all right, but I just didn't like the story. But everything else was pretty good.
Oh, nice. What about you, Corn? What you been up to?
Nothing, man. Nah, nothing much, man. Just I've been working. I was playing. I was playing some more Horizon today,
Oh,
and
that's right.
I gotta
Wow.
say, I was glued to the freaking screen. Like
Ooh,
I
Horizon.
didn't even. There were moments where I was like, "Do I really want to come to the podcast today?" Because I was just so glued to the screen. I'm like, "Dude, this game is amazing."
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is
I-
very amazing.
I also watched like XI. I also watched Encanto.
Hey.
And
you watched it?
yeah, I mean, it's a good movie, but I much prefer Coco.
I haven't seen it. Me or
As
David.
in,
Yeah, I haven't
as in
seen
the
it either.
Latin
We don't know.
aspect, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought the movie was alright too?
Yeah, the movie was all right. I mean, like I
I need
said,
to watch
it's not as good as Coco, but it's a good movie. It has a really good message. It's like all about
Mhm.
How about
know,
Pixar?
let-
Pixar in general.
what?
Pixar in general. That's what I said. Like Pixar movies in general.
Right. Yeah.
How about that? Like, what would you give it a rating? Like all three actually. What do y'all rate it?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Like what would you put this? Like, what would be your top, and where would this be?
This is
close
not even
to?
this is not even top 10 to me.
Oh wow. Top
Yeah,
10.
not top 10 for me either.
Yeesh.
How about you, HBH?
Like if I was compared to other Pixar films.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, comparing it to
Mm,
other Pixar films.
Yeah, yeah.
like
Basically,
like
Pixar category.
oh okay. It will be on top 10, but definitely like not way up there. More like around 7 or 8, around there. Because I feel like I'll be too like, oh, it's definitely top 3. Like, no, it's not top 3 for me. But definitely around 7 or 8, around there.
But
I would say. Oh, I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
Go
No,
ahead.
I was gonna say for me, barely, like possibly barely breaking top 10, like 10 or like 11, like just around that border.
All right. I mean, hopefully, me and Nick can watch it so he can rate it.
Okay, we
But
can
what you
watch it
been up to, Nick?
together. Oh, me?
Yeah.
What I've been up to? What have I? Just been playing Halo, basically. Battlefield. Been having the trial, the free trial. I haven't even paid for it yet. Oh my god. But
Yeah, Battlefields.
yeah, I
Oh,
heard
we'll talk
a
about
lot of
more. Actually,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
actually something about the news
Yeah,
on
but
it. But
Battlefield's alright since I got it for a free trial. It's fun since it's free. I didn't pay anything.
right,
And just been playing Halo,
Oh,
basically.
heck yeah,
And
free.
Grounded too.
Free is free.
Halo. Hopefully, did you see that the store got updated?
Yeah, yeah, made it cheaper prices and everything. They
Yeah,
said they're gonna add more changes and everything to it. Yeah, I'm good for that.
yeah.
343
Well,
listening, bro.
yeah. Hopefully, but for me, I've been playing Dishonored. Um,
Oh,
I've
Dishonored.
never played Dishonored, but I started to get into it.
All right, all right.
Um, it is a fucking good game. If you had never played Dishonored, you should play Dishonored because it's really good.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
but yeah, Isaac, obviously you're gonna be
Well,
the man that talks about the TV and movie news. So what you got for us this week?
uh, there's really not much as anything like really big out there, but um, recently the James Bond producers teased that Idris Elba will be is part of their conversation for the next 007. What you think about Idris Elba,
He
guys?
fits. He fits as
Ooh.
James Bond.
I think Robert Patterson.
Ooh.
Oh, he's already doing Batman.
Not the
Yeah,
kid.
he's already been Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, Idris Elba as James
Keep him
Bond.
in Batman, all right?
Oh, trust me, we want to keep him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds good.
what you think
Yeah, he
about
does.
the Mission Impossible movies, man? Because they're making part 7 will now release next year in July.
They're good.
I feel like
But
those movies are just like Fast and the Furious movies, where it's just like
Yeah,
it's
I can agree.
non-stop action.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's just an action movie.
I don't
But
even
I
know if
don't
it
know
focuses
Yeah.
on the story. Well, I haven't
because
seen none of them actually.
the one with
Uh,
Henry Cavill in it. That one was good.
Oh, that one was good.
Yeah, that
that
one's
one was
pretty good.
fucking
Yeah,
solid. That one right there, I love it.
I
Like
really
the
like
Is
previous
that
that
one
one.
was.
is that the one with Henry Cavill as the villain?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
at first he's good, and then
that's when
yeah.
he had the mustache.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
That
Um,
okay.
CGI
we
disaster
don't
in
speak
Justice
of that.
League.
We don't speak of that.
Oh
Uh,
lord.
But this is some news that boy Nick is gonna jizz over. But
oh,
Godzilla and the MonsterVerse are returning to Apple TV series, which will take
oh
Oh,
yeah,
place
I did
after
hear that.
Godzilla
Apple TV
2014.
series.
What?
Yeah, which I'm
Uh,
surprised, but
I'm surprised.
I would have liked it to see it on HBO.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, well, it's gonna take place after 2014 Godzilla, where Aaron Taylor Johnson and was it, during that time, right after
Apple
it.
Plus, you said?
Yep.
Oh
Hmm.
wow. How much is that, Corn? I think you have Apple Plus,
It's
right?
like $10.
Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
I mean, they have some good shows on there. It's only $4.99 a month. It's really cheap. Like
Four
No,
ninety
but
nine.
you,
it's
but you have,
extremely
What?
cheap.
isn't that
It
only
is.
student though? Isn't that student? That's student, right?
Are
I
you
think that's
sure?
Let me. It's $4.99. I didn't know it was that cheap.
Dang.
I think it's
It is.
$4.99. That's what I paid, and I haven't even
I
like.
think I think I've read that that following what you said about the Godzilla series on Apple Plus, I did see that it's following the events after the 2014
Yeah, which I was saying.
Godzilla.
Hmm.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Are they gonna show
Yeah,
Godzilla in it, or is this just gonna be about the characters?
I hope
It's gonna
not.
be
But as so far what the plot is taking is about a family working with Monarch, which is the secret, the scientists that are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in that
Hmm.
universe. But
Hmm.
so far, that's what we got from
See
that
how it
news.
looks.
And
Hopefully it's good.
And coming back to Squid Game season 2 has been confirmed by Netflix.
Yes.
Finally.
And the
Woo!
co-CEO of Netflix says the Squid Game universe has just begun, which
Hope-
What?
Hopefully they don't
Universe.
milk it,
What?
man. Hopefully they
I'm
don't like
I'm
pull a
starting to
Stranger
see it. They will
Things.
milk
They
it, but
are.
I feel
They are.
like just
They
give the
will.
director or the person that made Squid Game enough time to do his work because that was his idea.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, didn't
hopefully
he
they take their
like
time doing this.
didn't he like originally said that he didn't plan to do a sequel to this?
Yes, but I guess since it was a big,
The
you know,
money bags changed his mind. I see.
well, dude, like it's pretty insane how this series we literally got connected to characters we didn't even see much. You know what I mean?
Squid
Like
Game
know
was
their story
really
much until
good.
the very end. So I'm pretty excited for it. But once he said universe, that sounds like he's gonna milk it. But that might be like more than season 2 and 3, maybe 5.
Oh, I heard that season three. I saw like a post saying, "Oh, season three is already in development." Like, what? What the fuck? What
What
happened
Yeah,
the
to
heck?
season two, bro?
they need to calm down on
Yeah,
that.
they need to calm down. Hopefully, they
Yeah,
don't
they do.
overuse it because the first one was really good, and I think it like it made a lot of people focus on Korean
Hmm.
TV. So
And
hopefully, it's good.
so onto some gaming shows. Last of Us, the HBO Last of Us series.
Right.
Yes.
They just recruited
Yes.
two new directors. One is Jeremy Webb, the Umbrella Academy director, and the
Mhm.
Punisher, as well as Liza Johnson, which is the director of Dead to Me and American Horror Stories, which is gonna be really interesting because I watched the Umbrella Academy and the Punisher, and those were really well directed. So I might give it a watch. Not gonna lie.
That's coming on HBO, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Last of Us. It's kind of tricky on how they're gonna do that because hopefully, I think they're gonna add Abby and stuff like that. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Probably like
Uh,
later on.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
they're doing a
Sadly,
lot of things with the Last of Us
Hmm.
franchise.
they are. Like
I
it's
God
still can't
sad.
damn.
believe they smacked what's that game called on PlayStation? The samurai one.
Oh, Ghost of
Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Oh
Yeah,
my god! Don't even
I
get me
don't.
started.
But
Mm.
hey, but on to some. We have some Marvel news, but we have a little bit more on DC this time. Well, the
Ooh,
secret is out.
Yes.
Sony has just posted the three Spider-Mans still images for when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's
What?
probably all over your Twitter. There's a whole bunch of
oh
still
yeah, I've
images of
seen
people that
it.
are tweeting and stuff.
Pull up the picture, David. Pull it up.
I don't. I don't. I don't think
He's
I
like, what are you
have it
talking
here.
about?
Yeah, but
I
Oh,
wonder how it
well.
looks. Is it
but
gonna
a
have
good.
Green Goblin in the background with the glider like every other poster?
It's gonna have
Now
the
this,
Green Goblin with the inflated ass.
hey dude, everybody, all the three Spider-Mans were inflated, dude.
Oh,
But
God. Yeah, they
but
were.
in other good news with that Spider-Man No Way Home becomes the sixth most grossing film of all
I
time,
I thought you
right
said
underneath Infinity.
I thought we were gonna talk about some DC news.
Hey dude,
I know, right? Straight to
hey
our mom.
hey David, can you tell me what DC movie is top 10 of the most grossing films? I
Uh,
thought yes, you can't.
Christopher Nolan's
Oh,
Batman. There you
oh,
go.
Christopher Nolan.
There you go.
no. On to some DC news. Well, the Flash movie that's gonna come out this year, they're
Hmm.
actually gonna do a prequel comic series where Batman trains Barry. It will be coming out April 26th. Or y'all be
Oh,
um
wow.
Oh, dang.
looking
Pretty
into
Uh,
cool.
it, or
Well,
Yeah.
I
what
have
y'all think,
DC
guys?
Unlimited, so I might. I'll probably read it.
yeah, I
Hmm,
probably will too.
I
I'll
can't
probably look
read.
into it. Oh, well.
it's obvious, but
No!
hey,
Dang.
going on to
Right.
the Batman. The Batman just released the theme song. Have you heard
Woo!
it?
Dude,
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
good. 10 out of
that
10.
shit, dude. Once I
Oh,
heard it,
no.
because I saw Corn like rave about it on Saturday, but I was like, damn, this song must be really good if he's talking about it a lot. So I went to go listen to it, bro. I had chills. I'm not gonna lie. Like you think I'm exaggerating? I literally had chills listening to this because it does a build up to the end.
Yeah, I seen
Oh
I
my
seen how
god.
Corn showed me. Since I'm not really big into this new Batman movie, but after hearing that, dude, it gets chilly at the end, man, with the violins start playing and everything.
Oh,
Yes.
Dude,
yes.
The
But
Corn probably
Oh,
already got it on his
Oh
iTunes.
I
oh yeah,
fucking busted already, dude.
Oh.
Just the mention
The
of the
fucking table
Batman
went
theme
up.
song.
but
My fucking
he thinks he's
god.
Batman when he comes to work, bro.
It is a fucking symphony. It is absolute bliss listening to the Batman theme song. It is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
I still listen to it like now. Like I was listening to it today.
Boy.
All I gotta say is play the audio, David. Play it now.
No,
Come on.
please not.
Probably get
And we're gonna get
copyrighted.
copyright
Yeah.
We'll
strike,
get
yo.
copyrighted. That's the end of the podcast.
But yeah, man, it looks good, dude. Just imagine. Oh my god, just imagine hearing that in IMAX
Dude,
fucking
oh yeah.
sound system.
About that, Matt Reeves just finished the quality control on IMAX and standard, and he says this.
Woo!
He says it's much worth it to watch it on IMAX.
It's
It's
made
game
with
over.
We're
IMAX
gonna hear
cameras
this.
then.
It's game over. I'm sorry.
But man, even more news about the Batman. The first test screening was 4 hours long.
Yeah,
So I
Jeez.
guess they cut some, or maybe
Show me
'cause now
that
it's
movie. Show
yeah.
me
They
55 minutes.
I saw a little bit of news about that. Is Matt Reeves tried to he did a little. Obviously, he hired audience to watch the movie to see
Mhm.
if the
That's a
audience thought
privilege.
it was right. If he hired some people that to see if the movie was too long. Shit,
Mhm.
you don't got to tell me twice to stay there for like.
I pay you to watch the movie. Well,
Hey,
that's
dude, the
okay.
freaking
Right.
movie ticket is gonna be like $40 just to watch that movie in IMAX or something. But
Right.
man,
I will pay whatever it takes.
Take my money.
of
whenever you-
course you would.
Take my money.
Whoa,
No.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey,
But
anytime.
Anytime, exactly.
Oh.
but since I don't know, I guess this will go for me and Corn. The new Peacemaker episode just came out, and if y'all guys haven't seen it yet, there's a controversial quote where he says there where actually DC Comics got mad at.
Oh, wow.
But I agree with it. I'm not gonna say what it is, but what you think, Corn, about the new episode that just dropped?
I thought it was a really good episode. The end was very. It got me like, holy!
Yeah.
I always kind of had a feeling that was the case.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, we can't really say much because
Yeah,
of these guys, but
it's really hard to talk about it because everyone
Yeah.
here hasn't watched it, so it's kind of hard not to try not to
Shall we?
spoil it.
I'm not
some
caught up.
DC fans we got here, but
I'm not caught up.
to the to everybody that has HBO, Netflix, and every other subscription service, next month's gonna be real big for everybody. I wish I can say the whole list, but
You're in
there's
cahoots.
literally a whole list for every subscription service for next month. So it's pretty much a watch show, TV show next month because
A
it's gonna be a
marathon
lot.
next month.
Hmm?
There's gonna be a marathon coming next
Yeah,
month.
basically, man.
I
But
don't know about Netflix. They raised them fucking prices
Yeah.
to $20.
oh yeah, dude.
They keep
Sad.
going up,
Yeah,
man. They keep
man.
going up. I don't know what the hell they're
It's not
doing over
even.
there.
Y'all think it's even worth that much?
No,
I
No,
think it's yeah. Well, as of right now, no.
they're losing
but-
all their good stuff to other streaming platforms too, and the streaming
Mhm.
platforms are cheaper.
and you know,
Yeah,
like
man.
I've been doing a lot of reading, and a lot of people are saying that the reason they're probably doing this
Mhm.
is so that way they can keep funding their originals, which not all of their originals are good. They
Yep.
they have a few hit ones, but
There's a few, yeah. It's like minuscule compared to
yeah,
the ones that are.
compared to all the other originals they have, like I don't think it's worth hiking up the prices.
But at the same time, I feel like because they recently did a TikTok show, which because of this TikTok live reality show,
I'm
they
out.
took off so many like good movies and good series from Netflix.
Just for
Like
that.
I don't know if yes, like I don't know what they're doing, dude. Might as well drop it down to $10 or $5
Right?
because
Where's Blockbuster?
because I don't know if
when
y'all
you need
seen
'em,
them
bro?
that show called End of the Fucking World between two
Hmm.
they took that off because of that TikTok show. Yeah, and many more, but that's pretty much it, guys. Just watch out for next month for every subscription service. And yeah.
Alright.
Oh, one last news. King of the Hill might be
All right, guys, we're gonna
revived.
end the.
Yeah,
Good
King
show.
of
Good
the
show.
Hill.
Yep.
Okay.
King of the Hill
Like the
coming
director
back.
said.
Bobby.
Who the fuck
Whoa.
said that? Who tried to impersonate Hank Hill?
Cue the guys. I forgot his. What's his name? The guy. What's his name?
Who? Hank?
Hank.
Take a
when he
bite. Yep.
goes to the restroom, he's like, "Damn, I'm about to bust."
Uh,
But overall, we're switched to the gaming news. In the gaming news part, we talk about what happened in the past week. So let me start with the
Fortunately,
first bit of news about the
bring it on.
obviously, of course, the ones that did headlines last week about Xbox acquiring Activision Blizzard. We're going to talk a little bit more about that this week because news did
hmm.
broke out after the episode we did.
A lot of good stuff
Um,
coming out of it.
um,
Oh
well,
dear.
after the acquisition of Activision Blizzard from Xbox, Sony spokesperson told the Wall Street Journal that they expect that Microsoft will abide by contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform. It is a very short and corporate response, but it seems Sony expects these games to remain on PS4 and PS5. Whether that actually happens, though, remains to be the question.
And
Any
it's not.
titles any titles released before the closure should still be free to release on PS4 and PS5. Microsoft has already proven in the past it will honor active contracts and deals when it took control over Bethesda. Xbox didn't stop Deathloop or Ghostwire Tokyo from releasing on PS5 exclusively. So, since we're all here,
Mm.
Hmm.
Corn, obviously you have
That
some.
man, cool.
In case you guys don't know, XI and Nick are Xbox
I'm
people.
all. I am all.
HBH and Corn are more of the PS side, PlayStation side.
More Xbox though.
I don't know about
So,
HBH though. I think HBH
so
has like two
I've
two
been
two
using more of
relationship with them.
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
I feel like HVH is
oh,
kind of changing
yikes!
side.
Oh, whew.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's getting hot in here. But
hey,
uh,
that well,
but Corn, like, what do obviously you said when I was saying it. What do you think about this? You think they'll abide by contract? You think they're gonna abide by the contractual agreements?
I don't think so because they said the same exact thing. Like people are saying, they said the same exact thing when they acquired Bethesda. Phil Spencer came out and said, "Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make these games exclusive. They're gonna come to PlayStation. Don't worry." Months
Well, they
passed
did.
by, Starfield became exclusive. A couple more months passed by, Elder Scrolls became exclusive.
I think
So I don't think I
mhm.
I don't think they're gonna hold their end of the bargain. Microsoft's not gonna hold their end of the bargain.
I think those deals are after those are games after those that were not contracted by PlayStation. Obviously, as I said right here, Deathloop and Ghostwire were that ink was dry, so that's why Xbox honored the contract for those games. Um, but HBH, what do you think about all of this? Since you're coming from that Sony side, obviously you just said you're more on the Xbox side, but what do you think? What do you think of this?
Um, oh dear. Um, look, honestly, uh, I will say this. I think everyone should be familiar with the term monopoly. Uh, I do not think. I personally do not think. I mean, yes, what Corn just pointed out was true. That happened, but then again, the ink was dry and such, so there's that. But I do think everyone should be aware of like, okay, but, that's a bit. It's a lot of IPs that got under the belt. Not gonna lie, but I
Yeah,
don't think
that
that
was
he
a
will
lot.
do that because obviously, yeah, the the big old Daddy Philly could get kicked out of his throne immediately because they're gonna be like, no, you ain't gonna pull a monopoly. So I'm pretty sure Philly's gonna keep up his end, and if he doesn't, I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy someone a PS5 because that's
Mhm.
messed up.
In my opinion, I think he will honor whatever contract is there. But after that, I think everything's going to be exclusive. I honestly think that.
Definitely.
But following this news is that Phil Spencer, CEO of Xbox, tweeted out on Thursday that he had conversations with leaders of Sony. He confirms their intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and their
Mhm.
desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation.
No,
He then
okay.
ended with Sony is an important part of our industry, one we value our relationship. it's important to note that it is currently not clear when the PlayStation and Call of Duty partnership ends. So obviously, the main question from the
Mhm.
all of the IPs that Microsoft is about to own, the biggest one is Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is a big one for Sony because they get most of their revenue from the Activision games from
Mhm.
Call of Duty. So many, so many PlayStation users on Twitter were kind of a little bit scared that they're going to lose COD. Obviously, as Phil Spencer said, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna." I feel like what Phil Spencer said that was this was very like in like a how do I say it? It's very sneaky language he used here.
Mhm.
Um, but what do you think, Nick or uh, or XI? Well, like since y'all coming from Xbox, uh, do you guys
Nah, make it exclusive, man. Fuck PlayStation.
Oh
Nah,
my god, this other game.
nah, but in a real,
guys like to see Call of Duty exclusive only on?
Mm,
Well, obviously not.
no.
Xbox
no,
is not only going to be exclusive to Xbox. Obviously, PC is also in that genre because of
yeah,
Microsoft. But
Mhm.
could y'all see that happening in the
mm,
future?
No.
no,
Anyways, it's
it's
better
too
for us
big.
because we get to have some noobs in in our games. So, at the
Mm.
end of the day, this Call of Duty has always been shared. So there's no reason to make it exclusive. So that's my point on take on that.
What about you, Corn? Coming back to you, like, what do you think of what Phil Spencer said? Because I did see one of your tweets you posted
Oh yeah, you
last.
saw I gave your quote unquote Papa Phil the big fuck you, right? Let's fuck that guy.
Woo!
What do you think,
He's
Joey?
Whoa,
changing the gaming
whoa!
world, dude.
Changing the gaming world for the fucking worse. That's what I gotta say.
Hey, dude.
He's putting Activision in their place now. Now he's fixing them.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's
but like honestly, like, Corn, like, what do you think of this? Obviously, he said we're gonna abide by contractual agreements, which I think he is. I think what Xbox is gonna do is they are gonna uh, value that on PlayStation. But I feel like after that, it's just like you said in your other responses with the Bethesda. I think after that, that's it.
Yep.
mhm.
So if he does, honor the contract, then okay, cool. But once that's over, it's over. I totally see Phil Spencer pulling the trigger and say, "Oh, all Activision Blizzard IPs are now Xbox exclusives,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Xbox PC exclusives."
Yep.
We're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah,
That's crazy how that would be too.
I
'Cause
guess
they own it.
that's yeah. That speaking language is that I guess they would say PR
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
PR talk, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to keep people from getting too mad. I mean, they already are. So
Yeah, but it's just obviously there's gonna be more news coming. Like there's like I said, this is a long process still to come. It's still not officially because we have to
Mhm.
mhm.
wait until June of next year to complete the deal.
Next year. Oh my god. Probably
Wait,
the
Yeah,
beginning of this year.
it's
Thought
a
it was
is it
this
long.
year,
beginning of
bro.
this
No,
year?
it's next year.
I know. I thought it was
Um,
this year in June.
Oh,
but
in June. Ooh.
on
Jeez.
to the next news. I don't know if y'all know. We all here love Star Wars.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Lego
Anything
Star.
after 6 is not canon except for
Uh,
Mandalorian.
Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga released a trailer with a release date. The game looks very good. Like it looks really good.
Mhm.
Very
Hmm.
in depth gameplay um, and content. Though there's a catch. The game's
Uh-oh.
good. The game's not the problem. It's just what's been happening behind the scenes.
Hmm.
TT Games, obviously the studio that worked on the game, employed extensive crunch methods on the staff working on the game. Multiple employees recall breaking down outside of work hours because of
Oh
the
wow.
workload and some
Oh.
of the stresses they were under. So they were they were in a very the developers got the worst of it. Um, so that's a
That's
shame.
crazy.
That's a bit of a shame.
Mhm.
I hope they're not making it seem like it's rushed for the developer's sake, so they can have their time. But damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Obviously,
Hmm
yeah, we as gamers, we hate when developers go through this type of uh, things. But
Mhm.
the game itself, if you haven't seen the walkthrough, they released a trailer on the walkthrough. It looks really good. Like the gameplay's really crisp, and
Mhm.
you can fly X wings. You can go to planet to planet. You can adventure in the worlds. It's not
That's
like a
crazy.
linear world, a linear campaign. It's
Oh wow.
really, really in depth. Like it's
Damn.
really,
Oh, they
yeah.
added a mumble feature too. Don't forget about that. The best
Mumble.
feature. So they don't talk. They don't straight up talk. They
Oh
just
yeah.
mumble like in the old
Oh,
ones. But like
I think they added the Yoda scream,
the Yoda
the
scream.
famous Yoda scream. But
Oh shit.
is that something y'all interested? Star Wars Skywalker Saga?
Yeah. Game Pass.
So what do you mean
Uh,
by like it's very in depth? Is it open world? What you're trying to say,
I
or
I wouldn't say open world. I mean, what's
like
kind of
Lego world,
is
like the Lego world
it's
games
like
where
a
you can like go anywhere?
sandbox. You know what a
Okay.
sandbox is? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
yeah. You put in this like little map, and you can go literally anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
most
Yeah, and
likely for sure. I'll
they
be
have a
interested.
bunch of planets too. Like I
Hmm.
really recommend
Jakku.
looking. I think they do have that planet, but yeah, that's a game to look out for.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Bet.
it comes out on April 5th, by the way.
Ooh.
The next bit
Mm.
of news: the creator of the popular franchise Yakuza,
Ah!
Toshihiro Nagoshi, announced last October that he would be departing from Sega,
Oh
and today
wow.
he announced his own studio called Nagoshi Studio. The, re-
Ooh.
the reason why Nagoshi left Sega was because he didn't want to do the same thing repeatedly. Nagoshi also stated that the studio hopes to announce its first game as soon as possible, and also mentioned that this game would have a large scale. So, and in
Dang.
Yakuza, guys here, Lost Judgment. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
Uh,
created Lost Judgment, but um, what do you guys think that the creator of Yakuza is they're
he just made his
they're
own studio.
yeah they're
Um, that's pretty good. I like if he was in that state with Sega, shoot, go ahead and leave and make your own place, man. Because
are,
I really love the games, and I hope maybe since probably that's why certain type in the certain games of Yakuza they're probably like strict to do certain things only. Maybe this he will do even more. So I'm pretty excited for that.
yeah. I think he said he was being restricted on the type of content they wanted to
Yeah.
create.
Hmm.
But is does this like for you guys that like Yakuza? Does this like kind of worry you that somebody that's not gonna work, somebody trusted like
Uh huh.
him, like Nagoshi, is not gonna work on future Yakuza games?
Since the last Yakuza, I didn't really like. I think it was like a more of a third person. The last Yakuza,
It was like
but
an RPG.
yeah, I honestly
Turn
don't like
based.
it.
Turn
So
based.
I'm honestly fine with that happening.
All right. Well, that's a game to hopefully it announces
Hmm.
this year. But on to the next news. The team at Rare just announced a 2022 preview event for Sea of Thieves
The
for
Sea of
Mm.
Thieves.
Thursday,
Sea of Thieves.
January 27th at 6 p.m.
See ya. See ya.
Apparently, this is the biggest year of for Sea of Thieves. So, have y'all been keeping up with Sea of Thieves? Is this
Hell
something?
no.
The
I
last
am
thing we
not.
got from
I'm
Sea
not.
of Thieves that we really wanted to play was the Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's pretty much the last time I
Oh
actually
yeah,
played it.
we played it, right,
Mm.
Corn. We did play it, huh?
Mm, mm,
Um,
Mm.
mm.
but Sea of Thieves, I for the fan base there currently, I kind of wish Rare kind of moved away from Sea of Thieves.
Nah, they're good.
Like,
I wasn't a fan of Sea of Thieves, honestly. Just
Oh, I
move
think I
on.
know where this fucker's going.
Just make
I
Banjo
know where. Yeah, I
Kazooie.
know where he's
there it
going.
is.
Uh,
Shut the
There-
fuck up, kid. All
Oh,
right, you know what? Fucking
where's it?
go back to eating milk and cookies,
But hey,
kid. All
man,
right.
hey, but if you honestly think about it, they can
Hmm.
even make a collaboration game with Banjo Kazooie, Crash, and Spyro if they
nah.
wanted to.
We need ukulele. That's what we need. Not Banjo Kazooie in it.
Nobody, well, nobody listening or watching this knows who that is.
Gex.
Everybody.
We need a new
He's
Gex.
a beloved.
Yes, we need a new Gex. Um, But on to the next bit of news. Phil Spencer says that Microsoft will talk with developers about reviving older Activision Blizzard franchises. He specifically mentions King's Quest, Hexen, and my personal favorite,
Hmm.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero baby. Guitar Hero
Ooh,
baby.
That would be
Dang.
nice
So,
to see come
exclusive.
back.
See,
so
good things are
guys,
coming from this.
like
Exclusive.
what title would you want to come back from that
Dude,
library?
that's not even a question. Guitar
Transformers.
Hero.
I would love a Guitar Hero. What about you, HBH? What would you want? Like something to come back?
Man, there's like so many to pick because it's like a I don't know, it's like a cherry pick, and because it's just like it's just so much. But honestly, I mean, what are you looking at? Um, I'm gonna say DJ Hero just because I have
DJ
more
Hero.
fun. I have more familiar with
DJ.
that.
I was
Oh,
thinking
That's
that
an
too.
interesting one.
That's a
Okay,
rare one right there.
I did not expect that. DJ Hero.
What
Yeah,
about
you
you,
look at
Corn?
me all
Heroes.
crazy.
Not bad because since the last DJ Hero, look at all the EDM music and dubstep
Oh,
music
well,
that came after.
okay,
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
So I would
You can do that.
honestly
that's a point.
want to play that as well.
You can do that on a guitar. You can do that.
Hey, fuck out of here.
What about you, Corn?
Hear me?
Your mama.
You hear me?
No.
Your mama.
Hero and DJ
Oh
Hero.
my god.
Come
What
here.
about you, Corn?
Wait,
And
wait.
your mama will play it. That's what I want to see. Huh? I thought so. On
What
to
about
some more
you,
news,
Court?
David. Here's what else is going on.
What about you, Corn? What you think of
But he's
this
18.
revival?
Um, I mean, of all the games, yeah, I would like to see Guitar Hero because I used to play it a lot as a kid, so I have some very fond memories with Guitar Hero. The last Guitar Hero, the guitar was kind of weird, wasn't it? Like it didn't have the colors or anything. It was like
Was that
a
Yeah,
the
different kind of
recent
guitar.
one?
It was
Yeah,
the
the
Guitar
most
Hero
recent Guitar
Live.
Hero.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
It
Well,
had like that weird guitar with no colors or
you
anything.
know, I played it, and something that they did get right, in my opinion, was the online feature. Is where like
Mm,
the online feature was like if you would just jump in, like there would be a catalog each week that would refresh. You could literally play like any song you want. It's like it was like a radio station, and you
mm.
can join in on the song, and then it was not only you in that session, it will be a bunch of people in that session, and there's like a scoreboard who had the
Mm.
best score on the side. It
That
was
sounds
really
cool. It's
cool.
like a. Isn't that like a battle royale or something?
Not really.
It's like basically like better score and all that. Like Tetris
Yeah,
Royale
but
and all
some
that.
some people, I mean, you don't have to buy the scoreboard. It was just for
Mm.
fun. Um, but
Battle Royale Guitar Hero. There you go.
Not
Oh
everything's a
god.
fucking
Confirmed.
battle royale,
Hey,
Nick.
hey, it's coming. It's
Not
coming. It's
everything's a
coming,
battle
bud.
royale,
It's
Nick.
coming. It's gonna come. It's gonna come to
he's gonna
Guitar Hero.
pick the loot before us.
It came to
Oh,
Tetris. It came to
Lord.
Pac-Man.
But what you call it? Something that they did get wrong that a lot of
Oh.
people
Mm.
didn't like was the color changes. Obviously, the Guitar Hero
Yeah.
are known for the color change, the
Mhm.
color things. So
Mm.
that's hopefully they don't do that same mistake. Um, but yeah, if the future for Activision Blizzard games that were stopped, hopefully some of them can come back. But on to the next news. According to Jez
You
Corden
didn't
and
ask for
Rand,
Nick's opinion.
the what?
You didn't ask for what game Nick wanted.
Well, what you want? It?
Transformers.
Ah,
They can't make that.
No, High Moon Studio. High Moon Studios. Activision had the rights to it from
No,
Hasbro.
they don't own that IP.
I know they don't own it, but they had the rights to it before, like the War of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, like that series basically in
They
general.
they could bring it as a backwards compatible.
I'm talking about like the series in general, like the Fall of Cybertron and War of Cybertron, because they own that. They
no
own
one
the
wants
exclusivity of
Transformers,
that.
Nick.
Everybody wants it, bud. Yeah, you weren't there.
Shoot, they might
But
as well
yeah,
make
they
one
can
for the
bring
new
those
movie
back
that's
though.
gonna come out.
Aren't they making a new movie though?
Are they
Yeah.
making
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh
I hope
wow.
it's not
Shia LaBeouf coming back?
And all
No,
right. I wish.
not the goat.
But yeah, Transformers like the Fall of Cybertron, War of Cybertron. That was a good series from High Moon Studio.
Well, let's see what's up. But on to the next news. According to Jez Corden and Rand Outdoor, Apple has reportedly been poking Xbox engineers to make their own console. He noted that Apple often hires specialists in their um, R&D efforts to try and make their ideas a reality, just like their on and off things with making an Apple car. Obviously, this console thing is not official, but they are looking into it. What do you guys think about
No,
Apple making a console?
what?
It's
Mm.
gonna
It's
be
my it's my
very expensive. I could tell you that much.
Yeah,
but
not only is it gonna be expensive, but I feel like it's gonna be like Stadia and Luna. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a cloud
what
based
what
game.
and what's gonna happen after they make a new console? The console that I have from Apple's gonna die just like the phones. Like every update's gonna kill it or what? Honestly, console making isn't for everybody, but
I don't
I
know.
Yeah,
wouldn't want to see
a
that.
lot of industry insiders also thought the same thing as you did,
Hmm.
Isaac. They don't get why Apple is looking into this.
They're kind of late
But
to the game. Like Apple's kind of late to the this console game pace.
honestly, so
Yeah.
Apple is one of those corporations where if they want, if they're serious about this, they could just buy a bunch of studios because
Mm-hmm.
they're. But I wouldn't want that because then it would create all this monopoly stuff.
Hmm.
Then Microsoft would acquire a lot, and then that would leave
Oh
Nintendo and
yeah.
Sony out of the question.
Oh,
Um,
Oh, yeah,
but
that's true.
I think
That would be one of the
Corn just give
main
you a
competitors right there.
to be honest, if that happens, it would just be Microsoft
And
exactly,
or
Apple.
Apple.
it would just
If
be.
you either gotta choose from both.
Because
Um,
Nintendo and Sony aren't even valued as much as Apple and Microsoft. They're in the
no,
trillions, but they're in the billions.
that's why uh, Phil Spencer said in his recent interview that he thinks well he knows that Google and Facebook and Apple and all of these big $1 trillion companies they're more of a competition than Sony and Nintendo. So
Mm.
they kind
Mhm.
of go on that topic. But
Mhm.
on to the next news. There's finally some good news. Uh, Elden Ring has gone gold.
It was
Ah!
supposed to come out January
What?
22nd. That was the original
21st.
release date. 21st?
Yes.
That was the original
Uh,
release date. Dang.
but it's not getting delayed no more. It's
Mm.
releasing February 25th for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, NS, and PC. So
Yes.
Exodus. Xbox One
X and
S.
S.
You gotta get
Uh,
Exodus.
a bunch of X's.
bunch of X's and S's.
But yeah, are y'all interested in Elden Ring? Is that something y'all waiting for?
Hell yeah.
It's a play, but yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some
Let's see how
Elden
it
Ring.
is.
Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
game I'm willing to try out. I played Demon Souls. That's actually my first Souls game. I mean, um, I've seen Dark Souls gameplay. I've seen a bunch of streamers and YouTubers play it, and to me, it looks like fun. Then I finally got to play a Souls game, and needless to say, I was it's kind of stupid that once you die, you have to start all the fucking way back in the beginning. So it's pretty infuriating, but it's fun.
Isn't that the first Souls game though? The Demon Souls.
Demon Souls is yeah. A lot of people overlook it. They always say Dark Souls 1 is the first Souls game, but it's actually Demon Souls.
Mm.
Yeah, well, this
Mm.
I feel like this Souls game. Oh, the Elden Ring is going to be a little bit different. It's a little bit more open world, with a mount and stuff like that. So it's going to be totally different.
Hmm.
Um, on to the next news. Something that would interest Corn here, but due to a recent job listing at developer Sumo Games, fans are speculating that the latest addition is to be the Little Big Planet series on its way.
Oh wow,
All
Ooh.
right.
Um,
Serious?
I haven't heard that in years.
the last game
Jesus,
was
man.
7 years
Sec-
ago.
No,
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 Oh
no, no,
wait,
my.
no.
no.
The
They made
last
one
one
for
was
PS5.
Sackboy.
No,
Sackboy.
that's not considered part of the Little Big
They
Planet one.
don't consider that.
No,
That's Little Big Planet though.
and that's what I thought.
Oh.
But
Uh,
that's what they said. That's what don't hurt the messenger.
Come on,
That's what
come
it
on,
said right here.
Sony. Come on.
The last series from Little Big Planet was 7 years ago. But it seems like another one's coming. It's speculated that it's another one. So
Okay.
is that was
Mm.
something you like, Corn? Another?
Yeah. Little Big Planet was. I used to play the hell out of Little Big Planet 2. It was real fun. And then when I did get on online, because back in the day,
Yeah, Little Big
online
Planet 2 was
really,
fun.
internet wasn't really a thing in my life back then. I did have a PS3, but I never had internet connection. But when I was able to get onto the internet and you would play online, it was so cool because you could like see everyone's different like creations, all their different maps, all just the creativity that was online, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
But a game that I want to see personally
Loved it.
is a new Sly Cooper game.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that
Right
was actually
on.
rumored a couple months ago, so we
Hmm,
might be getting it.
hopefully.
Um, but on to the next news. I don't know how many of you guys still play Overwatch, but Overwatch confirms start date for the lunar year, the year of the tiger this year.
Mm.
Start date January 25th, which is tomorrow, all the way to February 15th.
Mm.
So
Mm.
far, I think they released the Tracer skin and the
Tracer's good. What?
I don't
Alright, I
know.
guess I
I
might have
haven't
been
hopped on
playing
Overwatch in
Overwatch,
a
I
while.
guess.
About a month or two since I last hopped on Overwatch. So
It's been
I wonder
a
if
I don't know.
people
fat
are
minute.
even active in that game. Probably because of the championship series just ended a couple months ago. But mm, sounds like a big.
Nah.
I don't know.
Doesn't,
I
It's
don't know what's up
something.
with
I
Overwatch.
guess if you're into it, Overwatch
yeah.
tomorrow, Tuesday, January 25th, it's something for you. But on to the next news. Ubisoft announced, sadly for these people, I never, I played it, didn't like it, so I really don't mind. But Ubisoft announced that Watch Dogs Legion will not be getting any further updates anymore.
Rip.
Reap,
It
reap.
is
Oh.
done. It is end
Damn,
of
what was
world.
Unfortunately.
the game's lifespan? Like, what? That seems kind of short, doesn't it?
I
It's supposed to be
think
life
the
Was it?
service.
game released in 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Damn, what?
Yeah,
Only like
right.
2 years and they're already like cutting it off?
Not even 2 years.
Not
It was
even
like
2
a
years.
year.
Like a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Damn.
Yeah,
No way. Ooh.
I played it, and honestly, the Watch Dogs series is just
It just
it's.
became repetitive, to be honest.
I feel like the first one just was the only one, the only good one in my
Mm.
opinion. After
Mm.
that, I played Watch Dogs 2. Bro, like I bought Watch Dogs 2. I played one mission. I never played it ever again.
You talking about the one that was based off in San Francisco? That one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yes.
played it. I played that one a lot as well. There's some pretty good missions here and there, but I just felt like it was repetitive to what it was. The life cycle of each
yeah.
game was.
I feel like they should Ubisoft should stop take a break from Watch Dogs, create something new. Same with the
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
Mm.
Like they keep shitting these out. Stop, just stop it. Stop
Get
doing
some
Far
help.
Cry. Get some
Get
help.
some-
Um,
But for real, yeah, I agree. They need to
it's
stop.
just stop. Honestly, just stop. Um, but this is on to the next news. This is a rumor. This is something that should excite Nick and
Mm.
myself when I read
Mm.
it.
Mm.
This is some Xbox news. According to
hey,
uh, uh, sh- uh according to an insider, there is another Xbox franchise getting the Master Chief Collection style treatment. The main speculation is Gears or Fable.
Oh, Fable.
So obviously, Fable has 3 games. Gears has more than three
Way
games.
more. Yeah, I'd see Gears getting it rather than Fable. I would rather have Gears get it than Fable actually.
Didn't
'Cause
they already remaster the first one?
no, they just enhanced it. They didn't remaster it. They enhanced it,
Oh,
like
okay.
enhanced it into 4K and all that.
I feel like
But
Fable would get it, to be honest, since it
yeah,
was like a short.
Fable needs some love, man.
There's some Fable fans out there, but we recently had the Gears of War, the recent game, but it stopped getting as much hype as the other games had before. So I see
Yeah,
it as Fable getting it. I see them getting it easier for them, and probably update it because when was the last Fable game? Like a while back.
it's been a
360
2010,
since
2009.
Yeah, dude.
360.
So I can probably see Fable getting that treatment more than
I would,
Gears.
I'd be for either or, but mostly I'm more for Gears because it has like more games and all that compared to like
Mm.
Fable just three. Well, Gears has like five.
Yeah, me personally, I want it for the Fable. Obviously, there's a new Fable game coming up, so it would make sense if they do it
Yeah,
for Fable. But that new Fable game gonna be
But
good.
but only one game in the Master Chief Collection was remastered, and the rest were enhanced afterwards. Will that be all the games in Fable being remastered?
I don't know. It just says the Xbox French. It's gonna be like the Master Chief Collection. I don't know exactly what they mean by that,
Yeah.
but
mhm.
it seems like all of the previous games, for whatever, either if it's Gears or Fable, they're all gonna be in like in one game. Um,
Yeah, for either or still.
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
it's exciting for those franchises. But on to the next news. According to Tom Henderson, the Gran Turismo 7 media event was scheduled to take place tomorrow, has
Ugh.
been delayed by Sony.
Oh,
He mentions it is a bit concerning as the game is due to launch on March 4th. Nothing
Mm.
confirmed, but typically when Sony does this, it means a delay. So,
Like Gran Turismo hasn't even launched.
no,
What the?
no,
Nope.
it is not. So is this concerning to you, Corn, that it might get delayed?
Um, no, I don't. I don't. No, I feel like I feel like people shouldn't be doing the whole CD Project Red thing and just push the game out there.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people, a lot of developers, a lot of development teams should learn from that and be like, okay, let's just not push a game out there because we think or our shareholders think it's ready. We should just we should double check it, make sure it's right.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with what you said. I feel like fans should. I feel like Cyberpunk taught a lot of people a lot of lessons. Um, but yeah, it's not confirmed that it's delayed, but it's just predict. That's just his prediction. Um, but on to the next news. EA is reportedly very disappointed with how Battlefield 2042 has performed, and it's looking at all options when it comes to the title. This including,
Mm.
this game is fucking bad when EA is considering making it free to play.
Oh.
damn. I would consider playing it then once it's
Hmm,
free.
Not even for me.
I'll play it.
My.
Uh, Me personally, I played Battlefield 2042. I was shooting a person and he didn't die. That's when I
Oh
stopped playing
shit!
it.
I haven't
Uh,
had that issue since like recently, since
it's mainly because you started playing it like
like
after those
yeah,
updates they
yeah,
were
that
put
really
in.
helped out.
Um, but I mean, it's just if you don't get it right the first time, all those you're just gonna keep fans away from it because they're gonna move on to different things. People, publishers and studios should know nowadays. Like, like gamers move on.
But
If
I
you don't get
don't.
it right, they move on.
But you got other games like No Man's Sky and Rainbow Six Siege making comebacks and everything, and they
Yeah,
messed up first time.
but were because it was like for um, a certain group of people that like that type of genre. This shooting games, I mean, you can just go to COD or, I mean, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
shooting
come to
Siege,
games.
COD.
you can just go to COD 2 and Siege.
I don't
Search
know
and
about
destroy.
I don't know
Search and
about
destroy.
Siege, but what do you guys think about Battlefield going free to play?
I would
Real
consider
good.
it playing in there, but it smells like they're trying to go for that transaction where you can buy item shop. That's what it sounds
Microtransactions.
like.
Yep.
But
Hope they don't
Mm.
go
they
that
just need
route.
to fix the game entirely because I feel like it dropped since Battlefield One. Battlefield
Yeah.
One was a really good game, but now this, dude, it looks like they try to copy Warzone or something. But yeah,
I'm not sure if I would, honestly, just because. I mean, I know it's free to play, it's free, but I'd rather wait till EA, fixes that shit, because
hmm
they're a big freaking company. They could fix it, but they
They got
just,
money.
yeah.
They're just
Oh
lazy.
yeah, they got money. But on to
Yeah.
the next news. But Jason Schreier reported that Activision executives are considering ditching the annual Call of Duty title, specifically after the Microsoft acquisition.
hmm
XI, Nick, um, is this something that would interest you? Not
What'd you
having
say?
yes,
annual Call of Duty?
You talking about ditching the annual Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
yeah, I consider doing that. As much as it sounds bad, the reason that it's kind of a good and bad is that if you're gonna do this, you have to continue supporting the same Call of Duty for another year. You know, that means no like like eight or what, 8, 12 maps, 12 DLC maps. You have to be doubled. Like every DLC content will have to be doubled, which is um something that I will be concerned about. but I wouldn't mind going to that route because we will have a complete game. We won't have to
Yeah,
worry
it's
about
I think it's better.
multiplayer or they probably have a campaign now for the next
They better.
CODs. So I wouldn't mind that happening. It's just that the consideration of the actual studios actually making content for us that really love COD. So
Well,
yeah.
basically a lot of people are saying after the Microsoft acquisition goes through, some of the what studio would you see that would part from Call of Duty? Because what Phil Spencer said is that once the acquisition goes through, Phil Spencer said that he's going to talk to these studios,
Hmm.
and they don't necessarily like he's gonna tell them that you don't necessarily have to work on COD anymore. So
Yeah.
which studio do you see parting from
I
COD?
I see basically all of them except for like the three Sledgehammer, Raven, and Infinity Ward. I mean Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward. Not
I think
pretty
Exile.
much.
You said.
I said most likely I think it's Treyarch would do it.
Treyarch?
Yeah, because they really they really dropped the ball
They
making
ran out
the
of ideas,
zombies
huh?
game. The zombie game in the recent COD is horrible. It's not the same zombie we used to play. If you literally play the Black Ops 1 zombies and this zombies, dude, it literally parted ways. Like it really sucks. So I honestly see them and especially, I didn't think Black Ops 4 was a bad game, but a lot of people left because of that as well. So I see Treyarch leaving the most, but it would be sad. But at least I hope they do a remaster before they leave, indefinitely.
A
But yeah, I can
remaster of
see
what game?
uh of
Yeah,
all one of the old
Black
Black
Ops
Ops
1 would
games.
be
Yeah, Black
amazing.
Ops 1
Oh,
or
Black
2.
Ops.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think what the
So.
Treyarch fans want, at least
Mhm.
they want a solo zombie game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can see
like
that happening as
just a
well.
zombie game with all the zombies, every single
Yeah.
zombie
Yeah,
map
that'd be cool.
created. That would be amazing.
That would be cool.
On the nightmare or what?
No,
Uh,
No.
totally different
But
franchise, but
but the annual thing though, like the annual thing with COD, I'd say it'll be good for them to step away from that
Yeah.
because they've been rushing COD after COD and all that. There'd be
yep.
like updates and all. Like sometimes first it has like no content, and next you know it
Especially
takes
right
a
now.
while for it.
Especially right now with the updates we have, like a lot of things are broken right now.
Like right
Because
now,
I guess
it takes
yeah,
like months just to get a new map or something. Like 3 months, and
yeah,
then you just get three maps, and that's one is like made for just everything, and then you got another one for gunfight, and then you got just
hmm
just an I don't
with,
know
with
one
this
random ass
with
map.
this stop with the annual release, could we see a comeback from the for like could we see a comeback of the season pass? Yeah, I think.
Ye
um
Yeah, I'm pretty
yes
sure
and no, but
it's
that really depends on the
oh,
developers
season
making some
pass?
content.
I don't know. But the battle pass though, that I think that's gonna stay here for a
Oh
long
yeah,
term because
that's
they're
what I'm
making
Yeah.
bank
saying.
off of
Yeah.
that.
What about you, Corn? What did you think? You think this is good?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, and
But
speaking of Black Call of Duty, the Levi skin came out and I got it, and
Ah.
they just leaked that there's gonna be an Armor Titan skin, which I would guarantee buy that once it comes out.
well,
Mm.
there you go. Uh, on to the next news. EA is expecting Need for Speed by Criterion Games to release in September or
Criterion.
October.
Criterion.
Um, do y'all like Need for Speed?
Did they make
Um.
Oh,
Burnout? Didn't they work on Burnout? Criterion?
That's.
I
I don't know,
don't
to be
know.
honest.
Need for Speed.
Need
Right
for
now
Speed.
Forza Horizon is shadowing them. So, I did play
I
the
think
first one. The first one
Forza's
was pretty good.
overshadowing any fucking
Yeah,
car game.
actually, F1 especially. But, yeah. Um, I wouldn't mind
Uh.
seeing a Need for Speed game. It's just that it has to. The way how it's going right now, it's pretty repetitive and it
Yeah,
just
they did
sucks.
make Burnout. Criterion.
So yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Need for Speed feeling competitive. I mean repetitive.
I
Yeah, they
think
did
Yeah.
something like that.
in the past games, in the Need for Speed games, didn't they add like cards? Like they had different engines,
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
did.
they
Oh
did.
my
They
tires.
god, that's
did.
pay to
Uh,
win right there, right?
So
yeah.
hopefully they don't do that
I
again.
I hope so too, because when I played it, I was just like, what is this? What is this? Like, what is this card stuff? Like, the heck? And then the last game, I forgot what the recent Need for Speed game was called. I actually played it because I think I got it on sale. It was a while back when I used to play on Xbox with some other friends, and he was all like, "Oh, you should get it. You should get it. It's on sales." And they actually got rid of the card stuff, and I was like, "All right, screw it. Why not? I'll go for it." I played it, and honestly, yeah, it was much better. Just because they got rid of the cards, and you actually race for higher, faster cars and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Hmm.
Definitely, yes, the Forza is overshadowing it by a lot. So they, bring back, they make another game. They're gonna really need to kick it up a notch.
If
With
not, did you just remaster the old gems like Need for Speed Most Wanted,
oh
or
yeah,
Pursuit?
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
Most Wanted was really fun.
definitely, that
Like
would be nice
Most
too.
Wanted.
Yeah. What about you, Corn? Is something you're interested? Need for Speed?
um, I was gonna ask earlier who are the developers or who are the publishers, but it totally sounds like an EA game with all these microtransactions. Is it EA?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask. I was like, hold on, is that is Need for Speed? Is it Rockstar or is it EA? But never
No.
mind. I heard all those microtransactions, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's EA for sure.
Yeah. But on to the next news. The PlayStation Store has listed Ghostwire Tokyo with a release date of March 24th. Obviously, this might be, sadly, the last Bethesda game on PlayStation.
good.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Get down on it.
So, are you,
Dang, dude.
Corn, is Ghostwire Tokyo interesting for you?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Because baby girl, I believe her last name is Nakimura. I could be pronouncing it wrong, or I forgot her name. But basically, she worked on it. I believe she stepped out away from the project after a while, but she worked on a good bit for it. And I'm like, yes.
Oh, so you're talking about the girl. I don't know if you saw it, but she was like on the Bethesda showcase. She was having a little bit of hard time talking
Yeah.
in English, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
she looks like a fun person to hang out. But what about you, Corn? You're excited for Ghostwire?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I've seen the previews. Like when I first saw it, I was a bit like skeptical. Well, not skeptical, but I was kind of like, "Oh, what is this?" And then as it started coming by, I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty interesting." So this is yeah, it's something I'd like to try out.
Yeah,
You know, ever since this podcast started, I kind of felt like I needed to like, you know, broaden my my gaming tastes in order to like keep up with the news and all. So yeah,
yeah,
Ghostwire is definitely a game I want to try out.
yeah. It's been in development for a while. I'm sure it's gonna be, obviously, the game being located in Japan. I'm sure y'all gonna like it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Uh, but the last bit of news for this week is that Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick hinted that Microsoft wasn't the only company interested in the deal with Activision. EA was reportedly in the mix of the deal.
Mm,
Shit, that would have been horrible if EA would have.
yep.
Dude, I honestly don't even want to imagine them if they ever did bought them both. But
Imagine
good thing
EA
we
owned by Call of Duty.
Ugh.
hell no, dude.
Oh, that's a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
All we
Oh
gotta say is
no.
Hmm.
all we gotta say is thank you, Phil Spencer,
Well,
for the snag.
I mean, obviously,
Phil.
you know, y'all see it a different way, but for me, it's kind of like, you know, pick your poison, because in one hand, it's like you're gonna become exclusive to one console, and on the other hand, you're gonna be fucking riddled with microtransactions, you know. So
So this is what I wanted to talk about at the end. So a lot of people think it's a bad. I was looking at both sides this week because at first I was excited. It was just emotion talking.
Mhm.
But just looking at both sides, PlayStation people talking their fair share, Xbox people talking their fair share. Then I started to realize, yes, this could be a bad or a good thing. I can understand a bad thing. I can understand Corn saying, "Oh, you know, it ruined gaming," which kind of did. Because it's just honestly, if they acquire another studio like this, it wouldn't be fair anymore. Uh, but at the same time, the good thing is that Activision Blizzard Studios are free from that horrific horrific environment, and it's good that they're not going to be part of that no more, and the and also all these games are going to come on Game Pass.
Yep,
So
and then you got xCloud too, and you got PC too that we could be able to enjoy too. Game Pass and everything.
so is XI, what do you think? Is it, what do you see it more as, like, being unbiased here? Like, do you see it
Mhm.
being a good for the
Oh,
for the gaming industry, or
what this whole situation that just happened
yeah,
with Activision and Xbox? Are you talking about that?
right.
I see it as good, man. Even if I'm coming from a biased state, I see it as a good win. Because honestly, I know some things can be exclusive, but not everything. We just gotta have to trust the process on it. And yeah, man. But I can really see this as a great thing for us, for all of us. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What about you, HBH?
um,
One last wording on this topic.
I see it. Honestly, I see it as a good thing because the recent sexual allegations against Activision and Blizzard was
yeah,
honestly, yeah, no, it is a giant shit show because,
Hmm.
dude, there's just so much of that going on, and the current person CEO guy is not stepping down. But now, everything that happened, it's obviously going to change, and that's good for many of the developers because, um, regardless of, I guess, putting aside, the whole like uh, the IP is getting cited to this console or this console. I'm glad that the developers are free from that kind of environment and that
mm,
toxicity from like high people in power who abuse it for
All
their
right.
own
yeah.
fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, I find it as a good thing, and yeah, I agree with XI. Let's go with the process and see what happens in the future if Philly will hold up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
more of like
Yeah.
a disadvantage to just like basically only PlayStation, I'd say, because I'm pretty sure they're like every other system out there. They're gonna put it on there, but PlayStation is the one that might be most
Yeah.
likely the most to be hurt by this.
I honestly think they're going to be exclusive. I don't think, like, after this contract shit goes away,
Mm,
um, I honestly see these going exclusive.
Like what?
Um,
You think Call of Duty will go
Call of Duty?
exclusive?
yeah, I think it's going to go to
Oh wow.
exclusive.
I
Be-
wouldn't see that, but
because
if it does,
look how much money they paid.
mhm,
That's a lot.
yeah.
And for them, and I saw this term said a lot, and which makes sense. Why would Microsoft pay 68.7 billion just for them to have it on PlayStation? They
Hmm.
buy it for a specific reason, for not for those titles to not come on PlayStation.
Doesn't PlayStation have to pay them too for those games to have
If
those
they,
games on their
well,
platform?
this is another thing that it might convince the player base, especially the PlayStation player base, from switching to Xbox Game Pass, is that, yeah, they might not make it exclusive, but at the same time, what would you do? Pay
Hmm.
$70, $75 on PlayStation for COD,
Hmm.
the new COD, or pay $15 for the new COD?
Pay $15 a month for a new COD with other
Exactly.
Yeah.
games, 100 other games too, other like Activision games too. Yeah, that's way
So,
better
what
price.
do you think is Corn? I'm sure you want to say something.
mm.
Oh, look at this guy.
But
Hey,
You're
hey,
muted. You forgot he
I'm
was
muted. I
muted.
forgot to unmute myself.
That
what do
boy,
you
that
think?
boy's
Oh my
been
god.
fueled.
I mean, I feel like I feel like I already said what I had to say. Um, it's just I don't know, man. It's the I already said what I had to say. I
Does
really have no more words.
I have a question. Does this make you lead more to PC rather than PlayStation since it's also on PC, Game Pass?
Um,
Good question.
that's a good question. That is honestly a good question.
Well, a lot
'Cause
of
you have a gaming
PlayStation.
PC and everything too, so you'll be
Right.
able to enjoy this too,
Yeah.
Well,
basically.
No. I mean, like this whole acquisition. It like it affects me, and then at the same time, it doesn't affect me
Yeah.
because I have a PC, so I'm still getting the games. you
Mhm.
know, because I'm still technically in the Microsoft. Well, I am in the Microsoft Xbox ecosystem still, but I also have a PlayStation, and you know that's also where my my anger comes in, because
Basically, a
I'm a
preference of where you enjoy like first person shooters, like on PC or on console.
oh well on console, yeah, I prefer my my first person shooters on console,
Mhm.
100%.
Okay, okay.
You do know that these games don't necessarily have to be exclusive to the Xbox only. If PlayStation would want, they could add Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass onto PlayStation. It would be a little bit weird, but I mean, it's a good
That
deal.
would be weird.
Would you want to see that? Corey?
Before doing that, give us Spider Man.
Give us Spider Man.
We
Would you want to
want
see the
Spider
Xbox Game
Man.
Pass on PlayStation?
Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation, that's blasphemy.
I mean, MLB The Show was on Xbox, and that's a
Yeah.
PlayStation Studio. You see on the Xbox PlayStation Studio, like
You see PlayStation Studios, right?
Oh,
Kind of
God.
funny.
Uh, that'll be it for to about this week, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Uh, we'll see you. Also, one last thing.
Mhm.
Instead of Wednesdays, we're gonna do it every Monday now. So no Wednesdays, every Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Cool.
So thank you guys for
Sweet.
watching, and we'll see you guys on the next
I'm
one.
not
See
gonna
you
say my outro
guys.
because I'm gonna get